Alright, so this video is going to cover advanced recons, shock darts, and wallbangs that you're actually going to use in game. Okay, this is the first recon I'm going to show you guys. So it's going to land right here, and it's going to see above the cipher cage, so it'll get anyone, if they cipher cage and try to cross, it'll get the guy in the cipher cage, and it'll get anyone in this room, and it'll even get guys out here. And it's also way quicker than these shock darts that people, or recons that people always shoot, like this one or this one. And you also shouldn't get gravity pulled unless they bring it all the way up here. So it's just a better dart. So to shoot this one, you're going to crouch and then you're going to aim up on this peg a little, but you're going to line up with this window here, and it's the top of your charge bar. You're going to line up with this black part of the window, and that's the elevation you want it. You do a one bounce full charge, and then it'll land here. The next recons are for C defense, and the most common one I shoot is this one. And it's going to land on this tree branch, and it'll reveal anyone in this area, and every once in a while you get a tag out here, and it'll get guys down here. So to shoot this one, you're going to line up with this line here, and then you're going to look up, and you're going to line the corner of your charge bar with this part of the roof, but you're going to aim up just slightly, so look like this, just a one bar. So this is the next arrow. This one's just another spot for the recon to go. It'll reveal different things, like it won't reveal under here, but it'll reveal all the way in spawn area here. So to shoot this one, you're going to look at this branch here, and then you're going to go to the right side of it. And you're going to do a full charge. And this one you're going to have to practice a little, but it's something you can shoot once or twice every game, and especially if you want to play up here in this spot or back sight, that's just a good dart. And then you should know this one, there's a double bounce on this wall here, and it'll get here, and that's good for fast pushes down C long. For a garage wallbang arrow, you're going to line up your diamond with this part of the flag, and it's going to land here. And then you're going to come around here and spray through the wall. For a retake recons on C, you're going to get in this corner and do a full charge on this part of the wall here. And that's going to land there. And that's just a quick one you can shoot when you're going to retake, and the timing's pretty good. So you can shoot it and then get ready. Good retake recon for A is going to be right here. You're just going to do a full charge right here at this lead. That'll land there, or you can do it alternatively from this part, and you just aim above the edge of the roof there. Now for attack side, on A I have a bunch of arrows. This first one is from Average Jonas, and you're going to line up your HUD line with this part of the tree, and you're going to have to practice this one a lot. This is a pixel perfect lineup, and you kind of have to get it on the right spot here. That wasn't even perfect, but that'll get basically everything. Next recon is going to clear people off of this angle, and it'll reveal people behind that box. So you're going to come up here, and you're going to find this first rock, and you're going to line up here. And then you're going to look at this most green leaf here, and you're going to aim a little under it. It's kind of confusing, but you'll have to kind of find it yourself. And you do a jump 2-bar, and it's going to land under this roof. And that'll get people off the angle and reveal people in this spot, and it's a little quicker than this one. A lot of people shoot it here, but I like this one a little bit more, and it'll also get people that push up long too. Okay, so this is the Sinatra God arrow. It's going to land there, and it's going to reveal everybody on site, and it's a very fast arrow that's hard to shoot. So to do this one, you're going to jump up onto the sandbags, then onto the box, aim in the middle down here, and then you're going to look at the wood here, and then go up a bit into the black part, then do a 2-bar, and then you're going to release at the top of the jump, and it's going to land there. This is a recon for C. It's a quick arrow, and it's a very good arrow. It's going to look like that. It's going to land up there. And to do this one, you're going to look at this window, look at the right side of it, and then you're going to crouch, look at the top of this part of the roof, do a 1 bounce, full charge, It's gonna land in the corner. Then alternatively, you can do it in this spot. You get up into here and then look at the roof like that. And you do a full charge, and that's gonna land perfectly every time in there. And it's important that you get it all the way to the edge so it reveals people that are behind this box. Because if you don't do it perfectly, if you shoot it here, they're not gonna reveal people behind the box. Okay, so this arrow is a fake arrow. So if you're faking C and going A, you're gonna shoot this arrow, and it's gonna land either there or it's gonna land here. And what's good about this arrow is it will land at the same time as this arrow if you were to shoot it another round. So it'll seem like to the enemy player, it'll seem like the same exact arrow, so they'll think that Sova is also C. And to do this one, you're going to look up in the sky here, and you can line this up. The first lineup I found is you look at this part of the wood, and you're going to line up your HUD bar with it like that. Or alternatively, you can look here and get the center of the owl drone in that area, in that intersection there. And this one's hard to get perfect, but as long as you get the arrow over here, then it should fake very well. This arrow is a fake A arrow and go C, and it's gonna land in the same spot as the Sinatra God arrow. And this one's kind of pixel perfect, but it doesn't have to be. You can miss it and still have the same effect. And you're basically going to shoot that and walk up C with your teammates. So this is how you do it. So you're gonna look at this this part of the wall here, and then you're going to line up right here with your diamond, your left diamond, and you're just gonna put the tip of your left diamond on this little part of the roof. And you're gonna have to practice this one, but it's a pretty crazy arrow that will actually have some use in game. So I use this arrow every game, and it's the average Jonas garage arrow, and it'll go into garage there, and you basically line up with the spawn barrier and then put your HUD line in this corner and do a double bounce full charge. And I like this because you could use this instead of a drone, and you're pretty safe. If you have a teammate watch the peak here, then you should be good. When you're taking B, a lot of people just arrow right here, which is pretty good. It'll just reveal the backside. But if you arrow up in this metal area, like there, it's actually going to reveal the front of sight too for the close left and right, and that's really what you should be worried about. But it should also reveal back here. It'll only not reveal if they're behind here, but you're not going to worry about those guys. So now onto shock darts. So these shock darts are going to land in the, I'd say the new default C plant, which is right here, because they like to play for long. People really don't play in here anymore in the higher elos. So to do this one, you're going to line up your HUD line with this post, like this. Do a 1 bar, and you're going to look down. And I kind of look to see this flag, kind of line that up with the charge bar. So I come down and I do a jump tap. So together it'll look like this. And then for this long plant position, a lot of higher level teams like to do that. But even people in rank do it. You're going to get your shock dart and line it up with this post, and you're going to kind of cover the post with the shock dart. Do a 1 bar, and then you're going to come down and you're going to line up your diamonds with this roof here, like this, and then do a jump tap. So it's going to look like this. And depending on if you do this right, it will kill the guy there, but it'll at least do a ton of damage. And it's really if they plant there every round. You just want to do the default plant most of the time, but teams also likes to plant there, and this shock dart's good for that. So you're gonna line up with this post with the HUD bar, do that, and then you're gonna look down, and then you're gonna line up the top of your diamonds with this part of the roof, and then do a jump tap. So it's gonna look like this. It's gonna land there, and it'll get anyone crossing here, so it's just a good shock dart to throw if they're not really planning here. So a lot of people don't know this, but if they're planning default B, you can just line it up here without doing any bounces and shoot your shock dart right here, and that'll get the guy in front, and it should do full damage. And then double shocks on A, these are the default ones every Sova player should know, and that's just for default. But then here's where you get a little more big brain, and these are going to land in the long plant position. And so to do these, you're going to line up in the same spot, but you're going to put your charge bar kind of on this tip here, and then you're going to look down and see where the charge bar is down here. You're going to jump tap. Now for post plant shocks. So these are the most common for A. You're going to crouch, do a 1 bar, and then uncrouch, and then do a tap at this light bulb. So look like this. Those are good, but you could also do it from short. It's not a double, but it's still pretty good. You look at this light bulb here, do a 1 bounce 1 bar, and that'll also land default if you're short and you can't get the long. And it's also, you're a little safer short. So for the long plant,
right here,
you're going to line up the tip of your left diamond with this part of the ceiling, and then do a jump 2 bar, and then you're going to come down and look at this light bulb and do a 1 bar, and it's kind of what it looks like in full motion. So these are pretty good because you can shoot these, run, they'll land, and then you can peek. So these post plant shock darts you're going to use only if you have your ult and you're willing to use it. So you're going to line up your mouse indicator with this branch, and you're going to do a 2 bar. You're going to do 2 of these, and then you're going to wait for them to come down. You're going to mark the bomb, and then once they tap again, then you're going to ult here. And this is good because the ult is at its full length here, and it'll be easiest to hit people with your ult this way. So these double shocks, they're going to clear the guy that's backside. And these, I wouldn't recommend using these too often, only if there's a guy there like every round. So you're going to aim at this hole in the leaves here, in the middle, do a 2 bar, and you're going to come down, and you're going to aim at the top of this leaf here, and then do a 1 bar 1 bounce. And it's important that you aim a little higher because if you aim too low, it'll bounce off the top of the roof there and not get anybody. So now onto wallbangs. After you shoot all your darts to help your team, you can come over here and you can actually wallbang graffiti in this very small spot. So you look at this part of the brick here where it's the point, and you're going to aim up a little, and then you're going to shoot. And notice these don't go through, but right here it does. And that'll go directly in this corner here and clear out anybody in graffiti. If you're going to retake from heaven and you have an Odin or a Guardian or something, you're going to look down at this newspaper here, and you're going to shoot around like this. And this is important because that is right where this person is in this spot. And what you can also do, be a maniac and just run up this whole line, because this is the line of of hell right here, and that'll tag people. And it's a little cheese, but just do it. It's pretty sick. If you're retaking C, you can do the same arrow, but come back, and this is more if they're coming on to C. But then you can wallbang all the way through here into garage, and these pings will get the guys that are out C, and it goes straight through here. And if they're doing like a garage C split, you're bound to tag somebody. You just gotta worry about a mid lurker. And then another arrow you can do if they're going in garage is double bounce, and then look at this pipe here, do a double bounce, and you can do it here, or you can come out here and wallbang. You can wallbang through this wood part here too. And then this one you're not really going to use, but if they're coming in garage, you can also spray through this. So the short wallbangs, you can wallbang all through here. You can go through there, or you can do the wood. And then if they're all the way through short, you mark the bottom here, come up here, shoot those, but most people know those. What people don't know is that if Killjoy ults right here, you can actually mark it on your map, and then with any high pen weapon, shoot it and it'll destroy it. And that's because the bullets actually don't go through here, but since the Killjoy ult is halfway in the wall, it'll destroy the Killjoy ult. Wallbang you're not really going to use much, but it'll go all the way to long here. And it's kind of cheese, but it actually, the bullets do go through here, which is really weird, but it might be able to get an opera off the position or something. I'd really only use it if you're winning by a lot. Similarly, not as important wallbang. If the last people alive are like C long or something trying to save, you can shoot a recon up here, come up here, and you can shoot through these boxes and this hay bale here, but you can't shoot through this box. But if you get up there, you might be able to tag people that are back here. It's very situational, but so the whole wallbangable spot is like from here to here. Wallbang I like to do is I mark around here in window, start shooting, and go to the right when the round starts, and that'll get anyone who's trying to swing out and kill me. But I also always get a teammate right here to hold the cross as well, and you're bound to get a kill if somebody tries to swing you. This whole wall here is wallbangable in a lobby, and also medium penetration guns will get it. So keep that in mind. I don't have any crazy arrows to get in there because it's very situational and you're out in the open, but just keep that in mind that that is wallbangable, as well as the entire part of window here up to there, there to there. One more wallbang here. At the beginning of the round, spawn bears right here. You can mark right here and come out straight through this wood thing with medium penetration and high penetration. Might be able to attack somebody, especially if you get an Astra pole here. Might be able to attack somebody here. But it is a little risky because if they wallbang you back and they have high penetration, or they break the wall with medium penetration, they can kill you here. So I usually just, at the beginning of the round, just come over, shoot a few, then go back and help C, or go back garage window. So the only anti-Killjoy dart that you're going to use on attacker side is right here. You're going to aim at this center window, do a one bounce, one bar. That'll land in the corner there and kill the Killjoy ult. And then this box, you can wallbang, but the A one you can't wallbang as well for some reason. You can wallbang through this area and it'll get through here. You have to worry about this tarp, but kind of a weird thing. If you go straight up against this box right here and then you mark here, these bullets will go through. I think it's because the Odin is actually in the box when you're shooting. It's kind of weird, but yeah, not everything in this box is wallbangable, as well as these radiant eye boxes. If they have this this metal part, you can't wallbang it. But if there's no metal plate here, then you can wallbang it. So always wallbang there and not over here. And it's the same one over here. So if you're gonna wallbang this guy, it has to be like that. Then a final bonus thing, I know some people who use this dart to clear out the Cypher util at the beginning of the round, but if you are going A, I'd rather get a shorty, save your shock dart by a shorty, and you can shoot, like especially if it's smoked here, you can get in the smoke and shoot sight, and then you'll clear out a Cypher trip because they have like 1 HP. So I'd rather use a shorty than a shock dart, because you could use the shock dart like once you're on site to do some damage here or here, or you can use them in the post plant double shock dart situation. Okay, so those are the darts on Haven that I like, and let me know what you think, and check out my other dart video on Ascent, and I'll see you later.